Okay, the temperature of a piece of metal was 32 degrees Celsius. It was then lowered into a glass of hot water. And the temperature of the piece of metal rose to 36 degrees Celsius. So is there an increase or a decrease? Increase, right? Increase by how many degrees Celsius? 4. Find the percentage increase in the temperature of the piece of metal. So you know that the final temperature is 36. And the initial temperature, that means the temperature at start is 32, right? So you all agree that there's a change in 4 degrees Celsius. Correct? They want to find the percentage increase. How to find the percentage increase? Is always using the increase itself. In this case, it's 4, right? Over the starting or the initial temperature in this case. Okay, and what is the starting or initial temperature? 32. We do not use the temperature at the end. We always use compared to the start. This percentage increase or percentage decrease, right, is always compared to the start. Okay, and the start is actually 32. So I want to find a percentage. I need to multiply by 100%. I need to multiply by 100% beyond. Okay, in this case it's different, right? To change it to a percentage. So now looking at this, 4 over 32 times 100% without using your calculator. Without using your calculator, Jing Kai, tell me what's the answer. I may change to any of you soon. Better start thinking. Kaylin? 4 over 32. I'm asking you for the answer in percentage. Why are you telling me 4 over 32? MRP? Can't hear you, please. 12.5%. Okay. Emma P, can you tell the class how do you get 12.5%? Sorry? Do you hear what she said? Simplify 4 over 32. Then simplify 4 over 32, what do you get, Jing Kai? 1/8. At the start of the lesson, I did tell you 1/8, you must know how to convert it into percentage, right? 1/8 is 12.5%. Okay, so by looking at it, you must know I can do it immediately. You must know the answer immediately. It will save you a lot of time. Okay, time is everything during the exam. So you know the percentage increase is 12.5%. Next question. The usual price of a bag of oranges was $4. That means on normal days it's $4. During a promotion, 2 bags of oranges were sold for $5.99. Okay, 2 bags. Just now was 1 bag is $4. Now during a promotion it's 2 bags for $5.99. Find the percentage decrease in the price of the 2 bags of oranges. In order to compare, of course, we need to compare 2 bags of oranges at the usual price, right? Versus 2 bags of oranges at the promotion price. So 2 bags of oranges at the original price will be, at the usual price will be 4 multiplied by 2 equals to 8, right? Okay. They want to find the percentage decrease. That means I need to find the difference between the usual price and the promotion price. Okay, when I find the difference, Lauren, what's the difference? 2.01. So During the promotion, right, it's $2.01 cheaper. $2.01 cheaper. Okay. Now they want to find the percentage decrease. I write 2.01 over what? Over what? 8. But can I present it like this? I can't, right? So what should I do? What I should do is 2.01. I just need to divide by 8. Correct? And I need to convert it to a percentage, right? What must I multiply by, Wendy? 100 what? 100%. Do you all know that I need a percentage sign here? Yes? Because normally, right, we'll just write 2.01 divided by 8 times 100%, right? Because in this case, we cannot put a decimal inside a fraction, right? That's why I wrote in this case 2.01 divided by 8, the whole thing times 100%. Understand or not? Later I come back to you. Yes, Bjorn? The order of operation is just that I want to make it clearer for you all to see that the relationship between this and this is mainly to make it clearer for you all. You all don't actually need to write it actually. Okay? Right? Yes, In Song? Okay. Mainly for clarity. Okay? It does not affect the final answer, but mainly I do it for clarity. Sometimes it's okay if you want to put the extra bracket for clarity. Okay? It's harmless. It does not affect my final answer. But Ernest, do you think I answered your question just now regarding this? Why? Because I'm looking at the decrease over the original. The decrease you can see is actually 2.01 over the original. $2.01. Well, not necessary. Not necessary. Yeah, too much trouble. Why do you want to convert? Yeah. Right? Okay. So, if that's the case, I can carry on to find my percentage. Lauren, how many percent is this? Correct to one decimal place. 20? 5.1%. Okay, since this is one decimal place, remember one decimal place, write it down. Okay, 25.1. Okay, yes, Bjorn? No, you just need to put it at your working. That's fine enough. Okay, that's good enough for me. Anyone has any question? No, I'm going to move on to the next question. Okay, now question 10. Ramesh collected 24 stamps in January. He collected 30 stamps in February and 36 stamps in March. So, I know that in January, let's summarize the information, is 24. February is 30. And March is 36. Find the percentage increase in the number of stamps collected between January and February. So I'm comparing between January and February, right? So you know that February we can see an increase, right? Increase of how many? 6. Of course, we need to show our working for how we get 6. 30 minus 24 equals to 6. But to find the percentage increase, we know the increase is 6. But 6 over what, Leroy? 6 over 24. You all know why is it 6 over 24 and not 6 over 30? Because we must always compare with the beginning at the start. When you're looking at percentage increase or percentage decrease, we are always comparing to the beginning. Understand? Okay, and January is the starting point, right? Who doesn't understand? Ryan, can you understand or not? So I'm comparing with the start, which is 24. Then I multiply by, Wendy, what should I do? 100%. And what do I get beyond? Without using your calculator, of course. 25%, because 6 over 24 is 1 quarter. So it's 25% for the first answer. So the percentage sign is very important. You need to write your percentage sign. Okay, let's look at part B of the question. Find the percentage increase in the number of stamps collected between February and March. So now we are comparing between February and March. We're comparing between February and March. So you know that March I have 36, February I have 30, and I know that there's an increase of 6. Yes or no? But in this case, it's 6 over how much, Ernest? 30. Okay, because now we are comparing to February, and February is the starting point. Understand? Yes, Bjorn? Yes, now February is considered 100%. When we are comparing February and March, we are looking at only the two numbers, 30 and 36. Okay, so you need to change, okay, your denominator this time round. Dinesh, are you with me? Yes. Can you move your table to behind Beyond because I cannot see your face? Okay, so I don't know whether you are paying attention or not. So we are putting it over 30 times 100%. So when I have 6 over 30, okay, what's the percentage, Jack? 20%, because 6 over 30 is 1/5, right? 1/5, so it's 20%. So you need to have your mental calculation there. Okay, you cannot do your mental calculation, you cannot solve this question fast. So remember, write 20% right at the bottom, okay? 20%. Next question. Okay, Nazri ran 16 km last week. He ran 1.4 km more this week. Find the percentage increase in the distance he ran this week. Okay, now this question is more friendly, right? Because right inside the question they already gave you the increase, right? Right, so you don't need to, you save on one step. So all we need to do is to use 1.4 divide by how much, Brendan? Divide by 16, because we are comparing to last week. So last week is considered 100%. Understand? Okay. Oh, divide by 16. Then beyond, what should I write here? Times 100%. Lauren, tell me what's the answer? 8.75%. So 8.75%. If any of these answers are wrong, it's because Lauren is wrong, okay? Right, not my fault. I didn't use a calculator. Okay. Rosita bought 3,000 milliliters of fruit punch to a picnic. Alright? 3,000 milliliters. Convert to liters, Colin Chi. 3 liters, you must be able to convert your volume. Okay? Okay, 1,000 ml is 1 liter, so you divide by 1,000. Right? She accidentally spilled 870 ml of fruit punch. What was the percentage decrease in the amount of fruit punch? Of course, we know what's the decrease right now, right? Okay, the decrease is actually 870. over the original. What's the original amount, Ryan? 3,000. Okay, you need to multiply by 100%. Equals to how much, Lauren? Hello, key in one number so slow. 29%. Next question. Okay, the usual price of a tennis racket was $200. Benny was given a discount of $36 during a sale. Find the percentage discount he enjoyed. So you know the discount in terms of value is $36, am I right or wrong? So I want to know this $36 as a percentage. So very simple again. I just need to use 36 over the usual price, right? Multiply by 100%. Lauren, do not use your calculator. Give me the answer now. Do not use a calculator. Give me the answer, Lauren. Eldon, answer. How can you get 25%? Wait. Kaylin, give me the answer. 18%. Kaylin, tell the class how do you get the answer? Simplify to what? Elliot, what will you simplify to? You see, 9 over 50 is not very helpful. Okay? Logically, Lauren, you will simplify to what? Chanel. What, simplify to 100%? Simplify to what? 100. Yes, denominator 100, right? The logical thing is you will not simplify to 9 over 50. It's giving you extra step. You just need to change it to 18 over 100, right? That is in terms of percentage, right? You know it's 18%. No way I'm going to get 25%, okay? Hey, hello. No way, Okay? You mean you have 50 over 200 to get 25%. So this one very simple. I know it's 18%. Sorry? Because it's when you get a discount, of course you enjoy it, right?
Yeah, I like the way they phrase
Yeah. You mean you get a discount, you don't? If I give you a discount on the amount of homework, you don't enjoy it? You feel sad? I have some old tennis rackets for sale. If you are learning to play tennis, maybe I'm willing to sell you at a I will sell you. No, I will sell at 1 Bitcoin. I will sell to you at 1 Bitcoin. Okay? If you do not know how much is 1 Bitcoin worth, okay, you go and Google it today. How much is 1 Bitcoin worth? Okay? What? I'm going to sell it to you at 1 Bitcoin. 1 Bitcoin only, 1. Okay? 1. Next time, Damil, if you want to scold me, better use Malay to scold me. You don't use this to scold me because I understand. Okay? You want to scold me, better scold me in Malay. Understand or not? Hey, hello. Later I go and ask someone, hey, what is he trying to say? And I know that you scold me, you also did. Okay. Hey, don't be rude, you. Amil. Next time, never give you chance already. Okay, question 14. Mrs. Koh placed a few boxes of chicken essence in her luggage. As a result, the mass of her luggage increased by 4 kg. She must be a chicken essence smuggler. 4 kg worth of chicken essence, no joke, okay? It's like, yeah. She must have, she's really desperate for chicken essence. If anyone do not know what is chicken essence, you know the small bottle of blackish stuff that they drink so that they can be a top scorer in PSLE? Yeah.
Are you trying to make us drink chicken essence?
No, in the advertisement so that you can be a top scorer. But I can tell you, maybe, yeah, I think by the time you drink finish, you almost already you will warm it out. Okay, right. People become the top scorer in PSLE because they work hard for it, not because of the number of bottles of chicken essence they drink. Okay, right? Hey, so beyond, don't think that okay, I want to get 100 marks for my PSLE. I go and prepare 100 bottles. Then the night before, every bottle is 1 mark. Yes, Colin G. Sorry. No, it's actually it's sort of, yeah, it sounds like energizes you. But if you are tired, you cannot think. Honestly, you still need a proper rest. How you know the chicken inside the essence does not contain the chicken brain? You don't need to eat brains to become smarter, what? Yeah. Okay. Right, so you know that the mass of her luggage increased by 4 kg. This was a 25% increase in the mass of her luggage. Okay, so this 4 kg results in a 25% increase. The 4 kg results in a 25% increase. In other words, what is they trying to tell you? 25% is actually your 4 kg. Sorry, this is a bit untidy. Right? So find the mass of a luggage before the boxes of chicken essence were added. So the mass of her luggage in terms of percentage, what is it before the chicken essence was added? Call it out. 100%, right? Correct or wrong? So before the chicken essence were added is 100%. But what is the percentage after the chicken essence were added, Damil? 125%. Do you understand what's happening? So I'm looking for 100% because they just want the mass of a luggage. So in fact, 100%, this is so simple, we don't even need to find 1%. Okay, we just need to 4 times 4 equals to 16. Okay, so the luggage is actually 16 kg is actually normal because let's say you go traveling. Okay, a normal luggage they bring overseas, the airline allow you up to 20. Okay, so 16 kg is reasonable. Yeah, because usually normally I see it by a few kg, like 21, 22. No, 1 and 2 they usually close their eyes. Hey Ernest, I don't want to listen to your story. Please stop it. Okay, Damil. Stop gossiping about Ernest. He was bad-mouthing you just now. But I'm trying to stop him before he bad-mouthed you even more. Oh yeah, you see? He wants to lock you in the luggage. After he mutilated you, then he will put you in the luggage. Yeah. Okay, anyway, question 15. Actually, the two of you not much difference in size lah. He's not very big, eh? Not really, actually, not really. Not that bad. Okay. Hey, don't be mean, Clarence. You see, you see? Now you're enemies already. Yeah. You see, now you want to settle with you outside school. As long as you all never settle inside school, I don't know anything, okay? You want to pull out each other's hair until both of you are motak for next day, I'm okay also. Okay? Okay. Stop it, Hey, Anas. Okay, let's go back. Okay, Kamisa cut a 2-meter piece of cloth from a roll of fabric. You have a roll of fabric, a roll of cloth. So she decided to cut a 2-meter piece from it. It was 8% of the length of the entire roll of fabric. So we know that this 8%, 8% is actually 2 meters. Correct? Okay. So I find 1% first. Don't actually need to simplify, just write 2 over 8. And I want to find the length of cloth left in the roll of fabric. When they want to find the length of cloth left in the fabric, what is the percentage that I'm looking at calling out? I'm looking at 92%. 92%. So I have 2 over 8 multiplied by 20. Multiply by what? 92 or 92%? You sure or not? Equals to what? 20. Sorry? 23 or 23%? Make up your mind, Ken. 23 or 23%? 23 what? Meters. Anyone has any problem? Let's look at question 16. Okay, question 16. Linus received 12 marks more in test 2 than his score in test 1. Okay, right? So let's say his test 1, he scored X number of marks. X number of marks. Okay, how many marks did he score in test 2, Ryan? X plus 12. Okay, right. This was a 15% improvement. So this 12 marks more in test 2, right, is a 15% improvement. Right? So, now, if he scored 100%, okay, in terms of percentage, if test 1 is 100%, what is test 2 in terms of percentage, Yongqian? 115%, right? Correct or wrong? If test 1 is 100%, test 2 will be 115%. Since you know that this was a 15% improvement. He then made another 4-mark improvement in test 3. What was his score for test 1? So you know that the 15% results in 12 marks more, yes or no? So I want to know his score for test 1. First of all, I must find 1%, which is 12 over 15. Next, I find test 1, which is 100%, 12 over 15, multiplied by 100 or 100% beyond. Must I multiply 100 or 100%? You sure? Sky, he's correct or wrong? You sure? Okay, so multiply by 100 and what do you get, Sky? Use your calculator, Sky. Huh? %. Are you sure? You say no. You say Sky is wrong. So what's wrong with 80? He scored 80 marks. It's 80% is wrong, right? But 80 is correct, right? He scored 80 marks, right? But how can I solve this without using the calculator? Yes, Beyond, I know you want to answer. You answer my question first, Ken. How can I, without using a calculator, get 80 quickly? Because Sky told me the answer is 80, but how can I, without using a calculator, get the answer 80 quickly? We find the fraction first, right? What's the fraction, Beyond? 4/5. Because you know that 1/5 is 20, right? 20%, right? Correct. So 4/5 is 80%. Right? So 4/5 times 100 will be 80% of 100, which gives you 80 marks, right? Correct? So the test one will be 80 marks. Yes, Beyond, you can ask your question now.
Can we find 5%? Because 5 by 3, I tried to divide by 3.
Not necessary, okay? Right? Not necessary.
You can times it back to 100.
There's a lot of...
Number.
I know, but I'll let you decide during exam, okay? But preferably just use 1%. Okay? You can. I'll let you decide during exam. Practice, use 1%. Okay? So, part B. You got no question to ask, right?
No, that was the same question.
Okay. So, part B. What was the percentage increase in the test score from test 2 to test 3? So, we know that test 2, how many marks did you get, Kaden? I know, who doesn't know, right? Who doesn't know? It's in the question. Who doesn't know? Huh? I can't hear you. What are you talking about? Still? Do you know a question, Kaden? 92, because I'm asking you what his score for test 2, right? Correct? Test 2 will be 80 plus 12. Okay, so you know your 80 plus 12 equals to 92. So we are getting a 92 for test 2. They want to know the percentage increase in his test score from test 2 to test 3. So percentage increase, now we are looking at increase. Since we are looking at increase, what should my next step be, Elliot? Do I actually need to find out how much you get for test 3 to solve this question? Is it really necessary?
No.
Gabriel, tell me. Four over 92 times 100%, right? Because we know the increase is 4 marks. Elliot, increase is 4 marks. Correct? From test 2 to test 3, we know the increase is 4 marks. Over the original, since we are comparing test 2 and test 3, which is the original? Hey, hello. No response from the class. So it will be 4 over 92, right? Correct? Okay. 4 over 92 times Wendy, times what? 100 or 100%? You sure? Equals to what, Wendy? Use your calculator.
Lots of decimal places.
43%. 4 over 92. 4 is so small, it give me 43%. I know it's for MRB. They are looking for MRB. MRB, go and pick up. Because I can foresee the future, that's why I know. How much? That one is in the past, not in the future. Your question is like totally irrelevant. You ask me how much I got for my PSLE. Lower than me lah. Lower than me, confirm. When you get, I'll show you mine. 4.3%. You know how you get it? 4.3%. You need to write 4.3%. And you need to write 1 decimal place. So please write down 4.3%. Okay, please, next question. Okay, next question. Damiel, stop it, stop hitting the table. The table below shows the average number of rainy days per month in Singapore in a year. Okay, so what was the percentage decrease in the average number of rainy days per month from May to June? So we are looking at May and June, right? So May, how many rainy days are there, Jingjie? Don't look at Adriana, you're talking to her. Okay. Then too bad for you, you're in trouble if you cannot answer me. You can ask Emma to copy this out for you 10 times. Her fault, right? Jingjie, answer my question. Huh? 15, yes. Okay, so how many rainy days are there in June, Jack? So we're comparing 15 days in May and 12 days in June. So there's a decrease in the number of days, right? Correct? So we know there's a decrease of how many days? 3 days, right? 15 minus 12 equals to 3 days. So since they want to find percentage decrease, I must use 3 over what, Xuan Wei? 3 over... Make up your mind, 3 over 15 or 3 over 12? Or is it 3 over 27? Huh? 15 plus 12 lah. So tell me, multiply by what, Xuan Wei? Equals to how many percent, Xuan Wei? Without using a calculator, tell me the answer now. 20%. Ernest, stop your nonsense. I saw what you're trying to do. You know what you're trying to do, right? So you better sit still. Okay? You will sit still. You will not stand up. Okay, part B. What was the percentage increase in the average number of rainy days per month from October to November? So now we are looking at an increase, right? Because November is 20 days. October is 16 days. and we know that there's 4 days increase, right? So what's the next step, Araki? 4/16 or 4/20? 4/16 multiplied by 100% equals to 25%. Okay, remember to write your answer at the bottom, both your 20% and your 25%. Okay, next question. Okay, the usual price of a pair of headphones at store A was $300. This is the usual price. Tricia bought it during a sale for $210. So she got it at a cheaper price, of course, during a sale. How much was the discount? How much? They never ask you what percentage is the discount. Please read the question properly. They're asking you how much. That means they're looking for value. Ryan, tell me the working. $300 minus $210 equals to $90. So this is the discount in terms of value. That's why they say how much. Now, next part. What was the percentage discount Tricia received? We know that the value of the discount is $90, right? Now the question is 90 over what, Charlotte? 90 over 300 or 90 over 210? 300, because we will compare with the usual price. Okay, 90 over 300 times 100% equals to 30%. Okay, next question. Okay, a piano costs $800 more in 2016 than in 2015. $800 more. Remember, it's more. This was a 20% increase from the price in 2015. That means they are trying to tell you 20% is how much? $800. Very good. They are trying to tell you 20% is $800. The price of the piano increased by 25% from 2016 to 2017. Find the cost of the piano in 2016. Okay, now I'm going to teach you a different way of solving. Alright, I'm going to teach you a different way of solving. So let's ignore what I've written down here. So far we have been using percentage, right? Okay. Now I want you to be very versatile in the way that you can consider 100% as 100 units. I want you to be able to consider 100% as 100 units. So whenever I say, okay, there's a 20% increase, how many units am I looking at now? Jingjie? Okay, you are increasing by 20 units, right? Correct? So, if you increase by 20 units, altogether, how many units do you have? 120 units. Let's look at this question. Okay, remember now, I want you all to start to learn to solve this in terms of units. Yes, Colin Chi. Don't need to do that. Not my preferred method. And it should not be your preferred method as well. Yeah, it should not be your preferred method. Okay, so now we know that 2015, okay, 2015 is actually 100 units, 100%. 2016, since there's a 20% increase from the price in 2015, how many units is that, Kaden? 120 units. Now, 2017. The price of the piano increased by 25% from 2016 to 2017. That means, right, I'm looking at 125 over 100 times 120 units. Yes or no? Okay, I'm going to break down slowly for you. Because we know that in 2016, now 2016, the 120 units is the 100%, right? Wait, keep quiet. Don't say, oh, you need to understand why am I doing it in a different way. I'm trying to show you why am I doing it in a different way. Okay? Normally what we have done is, let's see what we have done normally. Normally what we have done is we will find this $800 is 20%. And we'll find 1%, right? Correct? Which is 800 over 20. Then we'll proceed to find 100%, which is 800 over 20 times 100. Correct? And this will give me 4,000. So, this is how we will find the price in 2015, right? Yes or no? Yes? Then we'll know that in 2016, this will be a price, right? 2016. Correct or wrong? Now, I want to find the increase by 25% from 2016 to 2017. That means now I must treat my 100% as 4,800, yes or no? Correct or wrong? Why is it that I don't want you to solve in terms of percentage? Is because, right, it will start to confuse you. You have 100% equals to 4,000. You have 100%, there's 4,800. So it will start to confuse you. That's why I want you to introduce you to think about this whole question in terms of units. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Yes, Clarence? You can say do that method is which method? No, it's not preferred. It will get you confused during exam. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? Okay? Because your 100% change. And when the 100% change, right, it gets very confusing. Who doesn't understand, please clarify now. Why is it that I'm not using percentage to solve this question? All of you understand? You sure? Okay, there's a reason why am I stopping, why do I stop using percentage to solve this question? I'm changing it to units. Okay, I want you to understand why. Okay, so let's look at it. Now, some of you were asking me how come it's 125 over 100 times 120 units? Because, right, you know this 120 units is actually 100%, right? Yes or no? So, to find that 1%, I need to use 120U over 100, right? Correct or wrong? Okay. Then I want to find my 125%, which is 120U over 100 times 125, right? Correct? Yes? Isn't this the same as this part? It's the same one. Yeah, but here you also have a unit, right? You still have a unit here, right? Sorry? I don't quite understand your question, Clarence. We can. We cannot use decimal, that's all. Okay, so I'm actually using 125. Yes, Colin G? I can't really hear your question. Use the one here, is it? No, I prefer you to... I'm flexible about which one you want to find. Okay? Can I have a sense of how many of you in the class prefer to use this? How many of you in the class prefer to use this? How many prefer to use this? I'm flexible, but personally I prefer to use this because I don't want to mix my units together in my fraction. It gets very confusing. But I'm flexible about which one you want to use. Okay? But I just want to make sure that you all can get an idea of what I'm trying to teach you here. Okay. So I have 125 over 100 times 120U. Okay? Very simple. You can just use your calculator to find out the number of units at the end. You get 150U. Okay? You get 150 units at the end. Can you all see what's happening? Who is lost? Which part? Because you know that 120, right? Let's look at here. This one is considered 100%, right? So I want to find the 1%. I'll use 120U divided by 100, right? But then I need to find the 125% because at 2017 is 125%, right? So I need to multiply by 125. That's why some of your friends said they prefer to use something like this. They prefer to use something like this. They prefer to do something like this, some of your friends. I'm flexible. What do you all prefer? You understand what's happening? Okay. So let's carry on. Now, find the cost of the piano in 2016. So we agreed that 20 units equals to how much, Ernest? Elliot, 20 units equals how much? Ryan, 20 units equals how much? Are you all agreeable that 20 units equals to 800? Okay. You can find 1 unit, which is $40. Right? Now, I want to find 2016. It's 120 units. Okay, it is 4,800, and I want to use 2017, which is 150 units. Okay, 150 units will be equal to how much? 6,000. So you can actually get the, now we don't have this 100% equals to 4,000 or 100% equals to 4,800. So it cuts down on the confusion. Do you understand why am I doing things in a certain way? Anyone do not understand? So can you all make a remark to try to solve this question in terms of units? I say make a remark, solve the question in terms of units. Understand or not? Beyond. So $4,800 and $6,000. Okay, from now onwards, remaining questions I'll teach you how to solve in terms of units because I want you to get used to it. This technique is very good in solving very tough percentage question. The very tough percentage questions, this technique is very good. Okay, later you'll come across the tougher ones. Okay, it's very good to use this technique. Let's look at the next question. Okay, an electronics store gave a store-wide discount of 15% during a sale. Barry signed up as a member and was entitled to an additional 8% on the discounted price. He bought an air fryer for $125.12. What was the usual price of the air fryer? Usual price. Okay, now I want to find the usual price. I want to allocate a certain number of units to it. What's the number of units I must allocate to the usual price? 100 units, right? Usual price, instead of considering it as 100%, we consider it as 100 units right now. Understand? Okay? So usual price is 100 units. Okay? So usual 100 units. Okay? After 15% discount. After 15% discount, you know, at first it's 100 units. After 15% discount, how many units is that, Wendy? $85 units, right? Next, Barry signed up as a member and was entitled to an additional 8% on the discounted price. Yes, Yun Song? No. You put arrow. Okay? When you only want to use equal, it's always number of units equals to a certain value. Number of units equals to a certain value. Do you understand? Right? So now we have an additional 8% on the discounted price. Tell me the discounted price in terms of units, Jing Kai. Sorry? Not understanding the question. I want to know the discounted price in terms of units, Sky. Discounted price, not the discount in terms of units. Answer my question. 85 what? Units. Let's stop your nonsense. Do you understand? My question is, okay, give me the discounted price in terms of units. And you know that discounted price are written here, what? 85 units. You must understand what's the meaning of discounted price, right? So, discounted price in terms of units. In case you do not understand this, I'm going to write it in words. Who does not understand that the discounted price is 85 units? Yongqian, is it clear enough? Can you see properly, please? Okay. So now he was entitled to an additional 8% discount. Okay, because he's a member. So I'm looking at a member price. He will enjoy an additional 8% on this. So will he be paying more than 85 units or less than 85 units? Brandon? He will be paying less, right? Since he enjoy an additional 8% discount, am I right to say that he's only paying 92% of the discounted price? Am I right to say that he's only paying 92% of the discounted price? I am, right? So I'm going 92 over 100 of 85 units because this is the discounted price, right? Yes or no? So now, this is equals to how much, Isabel? $78.2 units. Yes, what? You cannot use 85 minus 8 because it's 8% discount on the discounted price. Okay? Yeah, but it's the discount on the discounted price. That's why I'm teaching you in terms of units. Right? So if you start with 100 units, after a 15% discount, you will just pay 85 units. But because you still enjoy a further discount on these 85 units, and it's an 8% discount, so you are paying 92% of the price. So at the end of the day, the member, right, is only paying 78.2 units or 78.2% of the original price. Can you see that? Can you see that? Okay? So, what you can do, since it is 78.2, so you can write 78. Do you agree with me so far? Yes? How do I get 1 unit? That's the question. What must I do to this 125.12 to get 1 unit? Divide by 78.2. Do you all know why is it I need to divide by 78.2? Do you all know why is it I need to divide by 78.2? Because to get from this to this, I need to divide by 78.2, right? Because 78.2 divided by 78.2, I will get 1, right? Yes or no? Since on the left hand side, I divide by 78.2 to make them equal, the right hand side, I must also divide by 78.2, right? Which is what I'm trying to do here. Yes or no? So when I have 125.12 divide by 78.2, what do I get? 1T. Sorry? 30? I can't hear you, no? 1 point? 1.6. I want to find the usual price. Usual price in terms of units, call it out. 100 units, right? So it's actually 1.6 times 100. And 1.6 times 100 will give you 100 and equals to 160. Okay, so and this you must write your answer with a dollar sign at the bottom. $160. This question I want to see you solve in terms of units as well. Please make a remark there. Okay.